Welcome to Introduction to Maya series. I am your instructor Rohan Page. In this video tutorial, our objective is to understand Polygon editing tools. We are going to learn following tools: Insert Edge Loop tool, Multicut tool, Extrude, Bridge, Bevel, Chamfer Vertex, Merge Vertex, and Booleans. So let's start with the lecture. To learn about Polygon tools, first we need to create a polygon surface. I'll go to Create menu, Polygon Primitives. I'll create Polygon Cube. You can see the surface is created at the origin of grid. Press F to frame the selected object. Now you can see this Polygon Cube. We have no subdivisions or edges on this particular surface. With the help of manipulation tool, I will move it above the grid. As you know that whenever you create any polygon or NURBS primitive, there will be an input node which will provide you some options to edit the shape. Like you can increase the width, or else you can increase the height of the surface, or you can increase the depth of the surface. Well, that is related with the size. Now below that we have some options related with the subdivisions, by using which you can add multiple lines in width, you can add multiple lines in height, and also you can add multiple lines at the depth also. But over here it is adding the multiple lines with the same distance. It is not up to you, or you are not deciding where you want a edge or where you want a particular subdivision. So it is an automated process which is adding the multiple number of divisions with the same distance. So what if you want to add edges or edge loops according to your requirement? So there we cannot use these options. I'll just make it to default, that is 0. So how we can insert the edge loops according to our requirement, and how we can place them on the surface? So to learn that, let us know one polygon tool called as Insert Edge Loop tool. To use this tool, first of all, make sure you have created a polygon surface. The second thing you need to check is your menu set. Your menu set should be modeling. Go to Mesh tool. There you will find a tool called as Insert Edge Loop. This tool is used to insert horizontal or vertical edges on polygon surface. Select this tool. You can see my object is now in edge component mode. If you want to place a vertical edge on this surface, so select any of horizontal edge over here. I'll hold left mouse button, hold the left mouse button. You can see there is a dotted line which I can see. Now if you are holding a left mouse button, you can see the loop is coming, and you can place this particular edge on this surface from this point to this point. So I want to place it over here. So it gives me the flexibility to place this edge loop anywhere on this particular surface according to my requirement. So release your left mouse button, and you can see there is a edge loop which is placed on this particular surface. You can turn off this sRGB gamma so that it will remove all the color highlight. The colors are a little bit bright, so I'll turn it off so you can see the object in default gray color. Now you can see that there is an edge loop, vertical edge loop over here. You want to add multiple edge loops, you can add it with the help of left mouse button, and you can place it according to your requirement. So if you want to create a horizontal edge loop, you can you need to click on the vertical edge, and you can, with the help of left mouse button, you can place them according to your requirement. So basically it is giving you a whole new flexibility to create a edge loop on polygon surface at any place. It is going to create a circular closed edge loop. You just need to click left mouse button and place it. So this is insert edge loop tool, by using which you can insert an edge on this particular loop, on this particular surface. But as you can see, this insert edge loop tool is again having one limitation, and that limitation is it is creating a whole complete loop. So what if you don't want any kind of a complete loop? You want to create an edge or a connecting line between only this vertical line and this vertical line. You don't want a complete loop. Then we cannot use this insert edge loop tool. To create a edge according to your requirement, there is a tool called as multi-cut tool. Let us see that particular tool. Go to object mode. First of all, you need to select object. Go to mesh tool. There is an option called as multi-cut tool. This tool will help you to create, or you can say cut the edges, or you can say create the edges only according to your requirement. It is not going to create a whole complete loop. Click on this multi-cut tool. You can see the cursor is right now like this, and it is snapping to the vertices of the surfaces. So I want to create an edge between these two horizontal lines. You can see I'm highlighting those lines where I want to create a line. So you just need to hold left mouse button. You can see there is a point. If you drag the mouse, you can place the point according to your requirement on this horizontal line. You cannot go further with this beyond these vertices. So I want to place a vertex over here, and next line I want to create over here. So I'll hold the left mouse button. You can create this tilted edges also, or you can create a straight edge also. So I'll create click over here. Now you are done. I don't want to go further with this edge. So to complete the tool, you need to right click. So as soon as you will right click, the edge is placed over here. So basically multi-cut gives you the flexibility to create edge rather than creating a edge loop, whole edge loop. So I can click over here and create a loop like this. If you want to go further, you can go further with this, and then right click, and you are done with your edge. So this is multi-cut tool, which will help you to create edges between selected surface. The next tool which we will see is extrude tool. To know extrude tool, I'll create a polygon cube. Well, extrude is a tool which will help you to extend any selected face or multiple faces, or also you can extrude any one edge or multiple edges at a time. Extrude means extending that area. So let us see how to extrude a face. First of all, you need to go to face component. Select any face which you want to extrude. Go to edit mesh. There you will find an option called as extrude. So Control E is the shortcut for extrude, and you just need to select it. As soon as you apply an extrude, you can see there is a manipulator which is coming with some kind of menu set over at this area. So basically this manipulator is showing me all the navigation tools. You can see move tool over here. You can see scale tool manipulator over here. And if I click on this circle, it will show me rotate tool manipulator. So basically extrude is going to create an extra face over here, which you can move, scale or rotate. So if I click on the move tool and moving it in upward direction, so you can see that I am extending this face in upward direction. With the help of scale tool, you can scale it. With the help of rotate tool, you can rotate it. Now, suppose you have applied this extrude and this manipulator has come, and accidentally you have clicked outside of your grid and that manipulator is not there. So that doesn't mean that the extrude which you have applied is not there. Many times as a student or as a fresher, we forget that okay, maybe that extrude is not there, I'm not able to see the manipulator. So many times what they do is they select again that face and apply the extrude. Basically it is going to apply the extrude second time. The first extrude is already over there. You just need to select that face and use your manipulation tools, that is move, scale or rotate, and you can move it. So don't bother if you are not able to see that manipulator if you click accidentally anywhere. So basically it is the extrude, and now I again go to edit mesh and extrude. So the thickness is nothing but the extent, how much extent you want it over here. The translate C is again it is moving this according to the object axis. Now offset is going to give me the scale. You can add division in extruded part with the help of this division tool. You can add multiple divisions in this extrude area. And keep face together on. We will see it in a few minutes. But first of all, this is extrude. Okay. So now I would also like to describe one thing. Suppose I'm using this extrude again. You can see that this particular axis, up axis of my manipulator, is right now in a blue color, which means this is not a y axis, this is a z axis. If you'll see the axis at the bottom left corner, this is called world axis, which is showing me that the up axis should be y axis, z axis is a depth and x is a width, which is not matching with this. Which means this manipulator is not following the world axis, it is following the object axis, the orientation of the object, of orientation of the selected face. So you can switch between object and world axis with the help of this particular tool in this manipulator, which I am highlighting over here with the yellow color. So click over here, so it will switch to the world axis. Now it is matching with this world axis, and you can move or manipulate according to the world axis. You can extrude multiple faces also. How to do that? I'll just delete this cube. I'll create a polygon sphere. Okay, now you want to extrude multiple faces at a time. You need to select those faces which you want to extrude. Suppose I want to extrude these 4 faces. I'll go to edit mesh, extrude. Now you can see the object axis is not there. This is a world axis. You can switch to world axis, and this is object axis. I'll also tell you the use of this object and world axis during the extrude. You can extrude these faces according to your requirement like this, or else you want to extrude multiple edges, like suppose I'll not edges, faces, sorry. So I'll hold shift and double click. I want to extrude this particular edge, faces. So I'll go to edit mesh, extrude. So now if I'll click over here, it is in world axis now. So if I'll move, it is not extending properly, right? All the faces are moving towards one axis. I want to extrude them in their own respective axis where they are facing. So switch to object axis. So now you can see the axis is shifted over here, and it is not matching with the world. It is now according to the orientation of the faces. And if I'll move it in Z axis, you can see all the faces are getting extruded in their own respective axis like this. Later on, with the help of move tool, you can move it and you can make it straight. But whenever you are extruding these multiple faces, all the faces are intact. They are like they are getting extruded as a same whole object, right? So that is because of one option. So let us see that option. I'll select the face loop again. Just a second. Right. Now I'll go to edit mesh, extrude. There is an option called as keep face together, which is on, which means whenever I'll extrude it, the multiple faces, they will be getting extruded as a whole single object. The faces will be intact to each other. So I'll just say off with the help of left mouse button. And now if I'll move them, you can see that all the faces are getting extruded separately. If the keep face together option is off, the multiple selected faces will be extruded separately. But if this option is on, then all the faces will get extruded as a whole single object, right? If this is the extrude with keep face together on, and if the option is off, then it will get extruded like this. So this is a keep face together, right? Now there is one more thing about extrude, that is you can extrude the faces along curve. How to do that? Let us see. I have created a cube. Now I'll go to any orthographic view. I'll go to front view. Turn off this sRGB gamma. To create a curve, I'll go to curves. I'll use this option called as EP curve tool. Click over this tool. With the help of left mouse button, you can create the edge. You can create a line according to your requirement. If you want to go back, then you can use backspace. So with the help of this tool, you can create any flexible line. So I'll click like this, press enter. Now I want to extrude this top face of the cube according to this shape. So how to do that? So first of all, select the face which you want to extrude along the curve. Make sure the curve is placed at the same face. Shift select curve. Go to edit mesh, extrude. So you can see that the face is moved towards the end of this curve, but it is not following the whole shape. That is because of there are no divisions in the extruded part. To get that particular shape, you will require more number of subdivisions. So for that, you just go to this division option, left mouse button, drag it. So as soon as you are adding multiple edges, it is getting that respective shape. So add more number of lines, so it will follow the shape perfectly. Right. One more thing which I would like to explain is, if you press 4 on your keyboard, you can see this curve. You can select the curve. As soon as you are selecting a curve, this whole geometry turned into a pink color. So it means there is a link between this curve and the surface, because we have extruded, we have created that link by extruding this face along this curve. So if I'll select the curve, right click and choose its component control vertex, and if I am selecting any of the vertex and move it, you can still see if I am changing the shape of the curve, the shape of object is also getting affected. So even after extrude, you can modify the shape of curve. Right. So as soon as you have applied this extrude along curve and you have modified your curve, now if you are done with your shape, one thing which is mandatory you should do is, because if accidentally if you select the curve and delete it, the extrude will be again it will be undo, it will go, there will be no extrude. So to avoid this kind of problems, as soon as you are done with this shape, what you need to do is select curve and the surface, go to edit, delete by type history. So it is going to delete the link between that curve, all the history which has modified the shape and everything. And now if I'll select the curve, the surface is not displayed in a pink color, and if I'll go to vertex mode and change any make any changes in the shape, it is not affecting the surface. So basically do this history delete part only after finalizing the shape. So now you can delete the curve and it is not going to affect my extrude, and I am done with the shape and I got this particular shape. So this is how you can use extrude. You can extrude a face, you can extrude multiple faces, you can extrude them by using key face together on or off, or you can extrude along the curve also, right? So you can extrude the face or you can extrude the edge also. The process is same. You just need to select the edge, go to edit, extrude. Press W on your keyboard and you can extrude the edge. You can see that edge is extruded. To repeat the command, you can press G on your keyboard like this. So you can extrude the edge. Next tool which we would like to see is bridge. So bridge is a tool which is used to connect two or more than two faces of a single polygon object. Okay, so how to do that? Let us see. Suppose I'm using extrude tool over here and I have extended it till this much. You can see there is a subdivision and this is the area now. Okay, rename it as a pillar 1. I'll duplicate this pillar with the help of Ctrl D. Now there are two different polygon objects and I want to create a bridge between this particular two pillars. So I will have to select this face and then we'll have to use this operation bridge. But as I said, we can apply bridge only on the faces of a single polygon object. But over here we have two different polygon objects. First of all, we need to convert it into a single polygon object. To convert two or more than two polygon objects, you need to select them first, go to Mesh, Combine, then go to Modify and center the pivot. Now I have these two objects which I have combined right now, and this is a single polygon object. Now I can apply bridge. Now I want to connect these two faces, and it is going to create a connecting part, connecting polygon part over here. Select those faces which you want to bridge, which are facing towards each other. Go to Edit Mesh, Bridge. So before using bridge command, you should go to its option box. There are three types of bridge. One is linear bridge, second is smooth path, and next one is smooth path plus curve. By default, there are divisions. There are 5 divisions over here mentioned. So, what is linear path? Linear path is uh, will create a straight bridge, and it can be applied only on those kind of faces which are facing towards each other. So linear path, apply. As you can see, there are the divisions mentioned 5, apply. So it will create a bridging surface with the divisions 5. So if you don't want any kind of division, what you can do is mention a value over here 0 and apply. So it will bridge those faces and no division is added over here. As I said, linear path bridge type can be used only on the faces which are facing towards each other. So if you'll apply a bridge, linear bridge on these two faces which are facing in upward direction, which are not facing towards each other, and apply it, you can see the surface is going to look like this. So which is not useful, and the topology is also messed up. So the next type, I'll again bring back my divisions to 5. So the next bridge type is smooth path. Smooth path bridge type is used for those faces which are not facing towards each other, but those are facing towards in any other axis. So I'll select these two faces. I'm using smooth path. A number of divisions are 5 and apply. So you can see that it has created a bridge with this kind of arc. So if there are faces which you want to bridge but they are not facing towards each other, then you can use smooth path. It will create a proper bridge, and use multiple divisions, because if there are no divisions, if suppose there are divisions 0 and I'll apply bridge, you can see again my topology is like this. But don't worry, you can use this division option, increase the number of divisions, you will get the division. So in 2016 you will see that there is some kind of a green color which appears over here. So don't get bothered about it. What you can do is, after applying a bridge, simply select an object, right click, assign existing material Lambert. So basically that green color is nothing but it has lost its material property, which you can get it by applying existing material. Right. So suppose I have applied this bridge, smooth path with the number of divisions 10. Apply. Now after creating it, you find it like the arc which I have got is very much down. I want to take it in upward direction. So what you have to do is, always you will have to select the vertices and move them, and hence you are losing the proper smoothness of that particular bridge. So it will be a very time consuming if you want to move this particular arc, and also you want to keep the shape proper smooth. So at that time, if you want to keep that thing whether if you want to edit that particular shape further, rather than using smooth path, use smooth path plus curve, apply. So it will create the same effect, but the difference is there will be a curve inside this bridge. You can see there is a curve, and my geometry is displayed in a pink color. So if I'll go to vertex mode of this curve and select these vertices and move it, So you can see that at any time I can modify this bridge part, and I can also maintain the smoothness of the curve, right? So this is smooth path plus curve type. Now as soon as you are done with the editing, you must go to you must select all the surface and edge and go to edit, delete by type history, so that if you delete the curve, it will not affect my bridge area, and I have got this particular shape which can be used as a any kind of entry gate for my fort or anything like this. So this was the bridge tool. Next tool which we'll have to learn is bevel. What is bevel? Now suppose this is a polygon cube, and if I'll say that this is a cushion of a sofa, well, it has a shape of a a spherical shape over here, but the edges of this surface are very sharp, right? So if at any point of time you want to add little bit of smoothness to edge or all edges of any kind of poly surface, then you can use bevel. Now what is bevel? Select the surface first. You can apply bevel on surface, or you can apply bevel on any selected component. So go to edit mesh, there is an option called as bevel. Go to its option box. So there are two different options, that is width 0.5 and segment 1. If I'll use this default setting and apply, you can see that every edge of my surface got divided into two edges with the width of 0.5 unit. This is the edge has got divided into two, and this width is nothing but this 0.5. So if you reduce this width to 0.1, it will get divided, but the dividation area will be very less. So this width is defining how much it should get divided into, how much area it should get divided into. So apply. So you can see more the value, more area you will get in between. But you can see that still it is not smooth, because we haven't used any kind of segments in this particular area. So while applying this width, and I'm increasing number of segments to, for example, 10, which means it will divide it and it will add the segments to that area. See, now you can see that these are the two edges which got divided into, and this is the area where all the segments are available now, and because of those segments I got the roundness. To get such kind of roundness, you can use bevel. Now as you can see, at the time of applying bevel, I have selected the object, right? So if you apply a bevel by selecting an object, it is going to divide all the edges available on that particular surface. That means if I have a cube and I have this much divisions, right? Now if I'll select an object and apply a bevel, it is going to divide all the edges available on this particular surface, right? So it will take some more time, as I have created a lot of different divisions on this particular surface. It is going to take some more time because I have used many divisions and it is subdividing it into many more. So you can see over here that every edge has got divided into 10 10 vertices, 10 10 edges, and it has took a lot of time So be careful while applying bevel, because if you have multiple edges, that doesn't mean all the time you need to bevel a whole surface. I want roundness over this area only, right, at the edges. So if you have multiple divisions, you need to, only select that corner edges. With the help of shift, I am selecting all the important corner edges, including vertical and horizontal corners of the cube. Make sure you have selected all the required edges. Go to edit mesh, bevel. I don't want 10 segments, I want only 5 segments, and bevel. Now you can see, if you select a component and apply bevel, it is going to apply on that component only. So basically you can apply bevel on object or component. For example, I have this cube and I have selected only this edge. Edit mesh, bevel, with the same setting, apply. Now you can see only that edge has got the smoothness, others are still in that respective hard surface, because it is not going to divide other components. I have only selected one edge and bevel has applied on that particular area only. So you can select single edge also for bevel, you can select multiple edges also, or else you can select object. So this was bevel. Next option which we will cover is chamfer vertex. What is chamfer vertex? So basically chamfer is nothing but it is going to divide the vertex into multiple vertices, into the number of vertices it has got connected with the edges. Like for example, let us talk about this vertex. This vertex is created with the help of 3 edges, that is this edge, the second edge and third edge. That means this vertex is connected with 3 lines. If you use a chamfer vertex, then it is going to divide this vertex into 3 vertices because it is connected with 3 lines. Go to edit mesh, chamfer vertices. Click this option and you will see that the vertex has got divided into 3 vertices, and also it has created one surface, polygon surface, which is made up of 3 vertices and it is triangular. So if it is connected with more than 3 vertices, for example with the help of insert edge loop tool, I'll create one edge over here, I'll create other edge over here, right? So now I have got one vertex which is at this area. This particular vertex is connected with 1, 2, 3 and 4 lines, which means if I'll apply chamfer, it is going to get divided into 4 different vertices. Go to edit mesh, chamfer vertex, and you can see it has got divided into 4 vertices and it has created another face which is made up of 4 vertices, which you can later on scale it, you can edit it according to your requirement. So suppose now with the help of multi-cut tool, I am connecting more lines to this particular vertex, right? Now you can see that this vertex is now connected with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 edges. So if you'll apply chamfer, it is going to get divided into 8 vertices. See now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So basically the number of lines it is connected, number of lines connected to that vertex, that number of vertices will get you will get at the time of chamfer. So this is chamfer vertex. Next tool which we have to cover is merge vertex. Merge vertex is applied if you want to merge 2 or more than 2 vertices. It will merge into a one vertex. Now suppose you want to merge these vertices into a one vertex again. Now select those vertices which you want to merge, go to edit mesh, there is an option called as merge, go to option box. I will apply it first of all. So you can see I am applying it, but still there is no any kind of effect. It is not merging all the vertices. That is because of this option called as threshold. And the threshold value over here is 0.01, which means it is going to merge only those vertices which are lying between the distance of 0.01 unit. So as we have seen in earlier videos that 1 unit means this is the 0 line and the 1 line on the grid is 1 unit. And it is saying that merge only those vertices which are at the distance of 0.01, which is very negligible, and these vertices are far beyond that. So increase this value, I'll increase it to 1 unit, and I am now have changed this value, threshold value, to 1, which means it is going to merge those vertices which are lying within 1 unit. That means this is the 1 unit, right? And say apply. So you can see all the vertices which I have selected has got merged into one vertex, right? So now I'll select these and say apply. So you can see all the vertices has got merged into one vertex. So again, let me tell you that if the threshold value is now 0.2 and I'll say merge, it is not going to get merged because all the vertices are far beyond that threshold value, and these are within the unit of 1 but beyond the unit of 0.2. That's why it is not getting merged. So it is up to you. You can use this threshold value to merge vertices on a specific vertices only. If the value is more than that, and I'll apply it, so all the vertices lying between that unit will get merged. So in a simple word, merge tool is used to merge multiple vertices into single vertex. So the last tool which we need to cover in this video tutorial is booleans. So boolean is an operation which can be applied between two different objects, right? So to find the boolean operation, first you need to go to mesh, boolean. There are three different options. You can just click over here for the tier of window, and there are three operations called as union, difference, and intersection. To use any of this operation, you will have to use two objects, two polygon objects. First of all, I'll use, for example, this sphere, and I'll also use this cylinder, right? And I'll just place this cylinder like this, a little bit inside of the sphere, right? I have turned on the shaded mode and wireframe mode. The first operation in boolean is union. Union, what it will do is it will delete the intersected area and it will combine all the both polygon objects, right? So how to do this? So as you can see over here, there is a cylinder which is inside of my sphere. This is separate cylinder, this is separate sphere. Now to apply booleans, first you need to select object first, object second, or you can say object A and object B, and then apply the tool. So I'll press 4 just to show you what it is going to do. Go to any orthographic view, you can see the cylinder is intersected in this sphere. Apply union. You can see now the intersected part has been deleted, the both objects got combined, and if you go inside this, you can see there will be a hollow part like a pipe it has created. So it will delete the intersected part, it will create a hollow part, and it will combine both the objects. Now this is union operation. It will remove the intersected part. The next operation is difference. Now difference, what it will do is it will keep the intersected part with the object, and it will remove the other object which is not intersected. It will delete it. Select object A, shift select object B, and say difference. Just press 4, difference. You can see the intersected part has got combined with the object A, and the other object which was not intersected has got deleted, right? So now you got this kind of a surface. So this is difference. Let me just repeat it for you. Select object A, select object B, and apply difference. The next Boolean operation is intersection. Now it will only keep the intersected area and other area will get deleted. Select object A, select object B, and intersect. So the only intersected part is now remaining. All the other part are deleted. So this is the intersection operation of Boolean. To conclude, there are three different Boolean operations, that is union, difference, and intersection. Union will delete the intersected part and combine the both object. Difference will keep the intersected part and object A, or first object. Or intersection operation is going to keep only intersected part. Okay, so now this is about Boolean. So let us see what we have learned in this particular video tutorial. So in this video, we have learned important polygon tools which can be used to edit the shape of surface. We have learned to how to insert edge. We have learned how to multicut with the help of multicut tool. We have learned how to extrude one or more than one faces or edge. We have also learned how to extrude any face along the curve. We have learned to bridge between two faces of a single polygon object. We have learned how to smooth out a component or object with the help of bevel. We have learned how to chamfer a vertex which will divide one vertex into multiple vertices. We have seen how to merge vertices into one vertex, and we have seen Boolean operation which was having different kind of operations like union, difference, and intersection. So if you have any query, you can follow me on Facebook, or you can write me an email to rohan.pageanimator@gmail.com. Thank you.